In this video, we will continue the rest of the tutorial. The can now looks good, perfectly adjusted, and it also has the word or logo we wanted to put on it. We also made the lemon, and its texture turned out very well. So, let's start animating the rigid body. First, we need the box where the lemon and the can will be placed. We'll go to Add, go to Mesh, and then Cube. Regarding the Z-axis here, we want this cube to contain the can and the lemon. So at the beginning, we'll press Tab and go to Faces. Select the top face, press Delete. I only want to delete the face. Got it? Then we go to the Z-axis. We start adjusting it. We need to bring it over a little bit like this. There is another thing we want to do. We want this can to be underneath the lemon. Here is our regular cube. We will make a chamber underneath it here, or an extra space where the can will be, and after that, the can will move upwards. I'll show you the model. It's similar to this one. We want it to look like this. The can is in this lower part, and after that, it goes up. We animate it to move up, so the lemon appears to have moved. We'll press Tab, go to X-ray, and select the vertex. We select the first two vertices on top and pull them downwards like this. After that, we select all the vertices and pull them upwards like this, so they are right about here. All right? And we need to add a loop cut in order to make that lower chamber. Before we make the loop cut, we need to scale the object up a bit so that it accommodates the lemons without any issues. We'll scale it up a little and move it up slightly. Next, we will add the loop cut we mentioned. I want the loop cut to match the size of the can. This means we click and drag the mouse up to here, another one, and drag the mouse up to here. We can make it slightly larger, no problem. Let's go back and adjust this one. Drag it back a bit so it is just slightly larger. All right, we did this one. Now let's press Y so it rotates us to the other side. We will add two more loop cuts. Add one up to here and add another one up to here. All right, the shape should now look like this. There is a face the size of the can underneath it. Here is the face. It's the size of the can. All right, now we need to bring it down. If we just pull it down like this, look at the shape it creates. That's not what we want. We'll press Ctrl plus Z. Go to Extrude, and from Extrude, we do this. Click like this, and it brings it down smoothly and evenly. After that, press Tab to exit edit mode. Turn on X-ray and see where the can is. Here's our can. We'll drag it and place it underneath like this. Bring it all the way down into this space. Now, the can has passed through the box we made. The can is currently sticking out of the box we created. We'll select the box, press Tab, select our face, and pull it down a bit more like this so it completely covers the can. Press Tab again to exit edit mode and look at the shape. Perfect. This is exactly the shape we want. Now, the real work starts here. Let's put this lemon here. We need to arrange them in a certain way so that when they fall, it happens correctly. First, we have this lemon. We'll press Shift plus D. Shift plus D copies it and place it here on the X-axis. Shift plus D again, and Shift plus D again like this. All right, we have 4 now. Okay, we'll select the 4 of them, press Shift plus D together, and press Y. They will move along the Y-axis. And again, we'll press Shift plus D and Y again, they will move along the Y-axis. And Shift plus D again, then Y, they will move along the Y-axis. Now, these 4 lemons have gone outside the box. I'll select all the lemons and bring them back inside the box. Drag it like this. Perfect. This looks good. Now, let's see how the scene will look. All right, we need to explain something called the rigid body. Our animation starts from here. I want to quickly explain the rigid body to you. What is a rigid body? Currently, if we have a plane here like this, all right, we can scale it up a bit. This plane, okay? And we also have a sphere, any sphere, it doesn't matter. The rigid body simulates the falling physics of objects. Meaning, right now, if we have this sphere, we need it to fall downwards but be affected by the plane underneath it, right? How do we do that? Right now, the sphere is above the plane. We must make sure it is 100% above it. How do we do it? Currently, if we come here, we choose rigid body, of course. If we apply a rigid body to this sphere, we will make it active. Active is what you apply to the object you want to move, and passive is for the object that will be affected by the movement. So currently, if we press play, the sphere passes right through our plane. Now, why did it pass through? Because we haven't made the plane passive yet. We only made the sphere active. Meaning, by making it active, you told Blender that this sphere will collide with this wall, but you haven't told it that this is a wall yet. You're treating it as empty space. So we should go to this plane under rigid body and make it passive. So now we have the sphere as active and this plane is passive, meaning the sphere is the one that will move and the plane is the one that will be affected. If we run it now, there it is. So now we understand how the sphere is affected and what a rigid body means. Now we want to apply it to our object over here. First of all, let's delete these two. I don't need them anymore. In the rigid body settings here, these lemons must be raised upwards. Now, why raise them upwards? So they can fall into the box, because currently they are inside the box. Their movement wouldn't look realistic or good, and we might actually duplicate the lemons even more later. So now we've raised the lemons up, right? And we make sure that the object below, we apply a rigid body to it and select passive, okay? Then we select all the lemons above, go to Object, go down to Rigid Body, and select Add Active. This lemons will act as the active objects, and this box will act as the object affected by them. Let's press play. Our lemons were up there, and then they fell, but they didn't go inside the box, meaning they stopped exactly at the top of the box. It feels as if the box has an invisible wall that the lemons cannot pass through. This is actually true. That is exactly what happened. Here, the collision shape for this box is set to convex hull. We should change it to box so it treats it as a box, or we can set it to mesh. I prefer mesh because it is the most accurate and best option. It handles the box based on its actual shape. When you encounter this problem, change it to mesh and it will work, hopefully. Let's try it. Very good. The lemons have now entered the box and the movement is very realistic. All right? We have another problem though. Some lemons fell all the way down near the can. Now, why did they fall near the can? Because the program doesn't even recognize that there is a can there yet, since we haven't applied a rigid body to it. So, we should also give it a rigid body and make it active, but instead of dynamic, we will make it animated because we need to move it ourselves manually. Let's replay this animation. I just want to make sure that the lemons won't clip into the can. Let's run it again. All right, great. The lemons didn't clip into the can and the movement was correct. But there is another problem. The computer is starting to get laggy. This is the first issue we run into. The computer is starting to get slow because the can has a lot of details and it entered the rigid body simulation with them. In the next video, I will tell you how to solve this problem and how to increase the number of lemons as well to create our animation.